Anyway, this next method is called the transfer method. It's really easy if you are not comfortable with freehand sketching or you just want to get the sketch laid out quickly, because the most important part is going to be what we do after the sketch. The sketch is a loose guideline to get our realism drawing down. So I've got my reference. I actually trimmed this one down so it will fit within the frame of my canvas because I want to tape it down once I get it ready to go. All right. I'm going to flip it over to the back side. What I'm using today is just a white charcoal block. This is my handy charcoal block. I use it for so many things. And all I'm going to do, you can use like a chalk pencil or any sort of dusty charcoal or pastel works as well. I just find that the charcoal goes on very smoothly with very little, and it makes a really nice bright transfer, but doesn't leave too much pigment that it shows through my final drawing. So I'm just rubbing a little bit onto the back there. I'm going to use my finger to smooth it through. All I need to do is make sure that the pyrite cube there in the middle has the charcoal on it. Smooth it over the surface. I'm just tapping this off in my receptacle below. It does get a little messy, so be prepared. So then I'm going to set my little drawing, and I'm going to center my subject on my canvas, and then I'm going to go rinse my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, all better. All right, so I've got my drawing centered. I'm going to take just a little bit of this masking tape, and I'm going to tape the corners down. Okay, and to make our transfer, you can use pretty much anything that has a pointed end. You could use a colored pencil. However, you might want to have a backup reference, because if you are tracing over that, you're going to sort of destroy your reference photo. So I have these two tools also as options. It's just one of those little dot tools people use in sculpting or nail art. But this is the tool I like to use for any sort of transfer methods. This is like a little sculpting tool. It has a sort of pencil tip on one end and a chiseled tip on the other. This does get dull after you use it for different things, so I actually was able to sharpen it a little bit with just like a small manual sharpener like that. So yeah, this is what I'm going to use today. I like to use this because it doesn't destroy my reference photo. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just like we did with our little freehand sketch with the grid, I'm just going to follow just the basic outline. And with the charcoal, you shouldn't have to press too hard. Again, we don't want to score the underlying canvas. So we're just rubbing that tool gently, just like that, and I can show you a sneak peek at what it's starting to look like. See? Transfer. And you can, that's another reason to tape it. If you want to check and make sure you've got everything transferred you want, you can take a peek. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the outline. I'm going to take a peek first before removing it. I've got a little bit of gap there I didn't get. You can either just go in by hand and do that, because obviously with this would be really easy, or tape it back down and finish off that section. And there we have our quick little sketch. It's not pretty, but it will work. It will be perfect for what we need. And if you want to keep the chalked version of your reference, you can just tape it to like a little blank piece of paper to keep that charcoal or chalk from getting everywhere. And then you got your reference photo. And that is the transfer method.